Hi everyone.
Good morning. Hope you all had a good week. I'm Dave.
I'm Sandra.
Welcome to our channel, The Creative Wandering Duo.
That's right. TCWD. We got a bunch of little flies out here this morning.
Hopefully the wind will blow them away.
Yeah. It's a cooler morning. We got a little bit of a rainstorm. A little rain shower came through this morning.
Yep, it did so.
Yeah. Well appreciated.
And we have a slight breeze, but nothing like what we had earlier this week, thankfully.
I think we had a bit of a push wind come through earlier.
Blew the top of your favorite tree off.
If you've seen that video, Joy of the Poplar Tree, yeah.
We might not have so much joy. Yeah, that would be it, right?
Yeah, the sticky. There shouldn't be as much sticky next spring. That top of that tree blew over onto the neighbor's roof. Luckily, they were okay, and there's a little bit, it looks like, of
damage, but not a whole bunch.
Not a whole bunch, yeah.
So far, from what we can see, looking...
Just looking from the ground up.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was a nasty storm. There was,
trees blown all...
Yeah.
Trees blown over all over town. But that's what we get for living where we do. It happens.
On the prairies.
A lot.
Yeah, and older trees. A lot of them are old trees. And some people had just removed some trees that day and still had branches come down. I mean, they'd taken older trees out that they thought would be falling down. They didn't know the storm was coming, but they ended up with trees across their garage, or limbs of trees across their garage. So, yeah, it was a kind of a dirty little storm, and it only left between a quarter to half an inch of rain behind it.
Yeah, but that all came down like in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Bang.
it came down hard and heavy. And
but for the most part, everybody survived fine. Wasn't a whole bunch of damage that we've heard about.
Not that we've heard. A few vents from buildings landed in other people's yards that we heard about. Shingles all over.
Yeah.
There was a few shingles lifted, but
that's what happens when you have asphalt shingles. So
yeah, and but we didn't get the hail that other areas did.
Yes.
West of us and north of us got some severe hail.
Yeah. So I think all in all we turned out rather lucky.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of siding blew up on our place, but it wasn't too bad, and it was just a reminder that, hey Dave, there's
some repairs.
There's some of the stuff that you've been putting off till tomorrow. You should be getting done today so that it don't happen tomorrow.
And he got my window fixed.
I did? What window?
Well, the kitchen window.
Oh, yes.
We always had rain coming in there, and
some leaks.
There was some leaks, yeah. We put a new window in.
And I've been trying to figure out where the problem was, how come it was leaking, and leaking, and leaking, and I'd get up there and I'd caulk and I'd mess around and try and seal it all up, and nope. And I guess the last time I was up there looking at it and messing around with it, I got it. For the most part.
For the most part. There's just a hint of a leak now, but I don't know. I think once we get it completely finished, I think that'll seal that off.
One of the joys of owning your own home.
There's always repairs to do.
Yes.
And the RV, you did a video on that, which is on the channel.
Yeah.
Repaired that, and you did some other repairs too. We had a crack in the, what do you call that? Underneath in the water tank.
Oh, the drain valve for the water tank. Yes, the valve cracked last winter. I'm suspecting it was last winter. I don't know. But I changed that out. Them things are, from what I can see of them, are basically designed to fail. So
I think you changed it out so it won't fail quite as quickly this time.
well, it's a little bit more sturdy. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you did some other
Oh, messing around. It's
tightening
like
up with screws and
it's like everything else. Everything needs a little tweak here and a little tweak there, and that's almost the start of the song.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
A little tweak here, a little tweak there. Home repair song. There you go.
Yes. But yeah, there's other things to repair and tweak, but everything in its time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything in its time.
Some things are a little bit more urgent than others. So,
Yeah, we have a trip coming up in our future.
so as Brutus can get some repairs done to it,
Brutus,
it's another machine.
Yeah, Brutus is my Nova long arm, and the tension has been creating an issue for the last year or so, and we've been watching videos and trying to fix it on our own, but I think it's time it goes to a tech. And
Well, what about the tech that's here?
well, you've done a wonderful job, and
No, I'm talking about the expert tech. And we haven't been able to quite get it where it needs to be.
yeah,
So,
take it.
to so-called supposed experts,
She's
although
good. Jill is good. She was up here with Keith, and
Mhm.
Keith was from South Carolina. He's been with the company for over 30 years. So
with an Innova.
with Innova, and he knows his stuff, and he was teaching Jill. And yeah, Jill was a
She-
quick learner.
Yeah, she's good, but she's still rather new with the franchise. So
Well, she's had a few years under her belt now. But with COVID, we couldn't go down sooner, so now the province has opened up and Alberta's opened up, so we can go and get this done. And because I've got a bunch of quilts I got to get done.
our living room is full. We just about can't get through it.
Yeah.
It's getting hard to get to my flat top.
Yep. I got too many client quilts sitting there waiting. So
it's getting on to time.
I got to get at that, and that'll keep me busy for a good week.
There you go.
So, and then clients will be happy because they have their quilts back.
Yep, that's right.
So,
And some of them have been waiting for a while now.
yes, yes. Well, they all seem to arrive in 1 week, so yeah, it's time to get them back.
Yep.
I don't like them here for very long. Come in the door and go out the doors. I like it. As quick as possible,
Yep.
but a good job. So, and yes, some of the peas are done in the garden. I got to pull the plants out. They were finished. That's early,
Yep.
I think.
Well,
for
it's
peas. We
just
actually-
about the end of July, so
Yeah. And we counted, if all the zucchini survive, we'll have 18 zucchini
there you go.
off of a few plants, maybe 12 plants. Something like that.
I don't know. I don't know how many we planted. I never counted.
Yeah, there's something like that. I don't know. I usually put 2 seeds in or 3 seeds in a pile, and usually 2 come out. So, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Doesn't matter. It's just good to be getting some zucchini once we finally figured out what the issues were. The ants were sitting in the bottom of the female flowers, waiting for bees to land, and they're red ants. And I think they were attacking the bees, so the bees couldn't do their job. Because as soon as I would come with the male flower to pollinate it, those bees just, or the ants just attacked it. And I think that's what their deal was.
Could be. Red ants are an army ant.
Well,
You
ants
watch
like meat.
you watch the red ants, and they will be carrying. If there's a dead insect around, they will carry it to their
Yeah.
hill. The black ants, I don't see them doing that so much.
No, not
But
as much. But the red ants
you
will.
watch the red ants, and they will.
Yeah.
So
I don't think the bumblebees had a chance. I haven't seen any honeybees around this year at all. It's mainly bumblebees that have been in the
Well,
flowers.
I don't think there's very many
Hives around.
hives around here.
I don't think so. I mean, the first few years we were here, there were a lot of honeybees around.
Okay.
Yeah, there were. But I haven't seen many the last few years. So I don't know whether they've moved the hives elsewhere or what. Don't
Could
know.
be.
Maybe they aren't coming closer because of the canola.
Well, yeah.
Flowers.
Now the canola and flax are in blossom, so they may not need to come around here
That could be.
for our puny, piddly little blossom yard.
Well, we got more blossoms this year.
Yeah, but in comparison,
Yeah, in comparison to the canola fields, yeah, that's nothing.
we have nothing compared to a canola field.
And the canola fields aren't as good as they should be this year.
No.
Some farmers were hoping that the hail would get them.
Yeah.
But
Well, some of the farms around here, their canola is way behind, or at least a week behind.
well,
A lot of others because of the
frost and the beetles.
mainly the canola beetles.
Yeah. Yeah, not good.
But yeah. So what else is interesting in you?
What else did we do this week? I mean, we have to come up with a whole pile of things because after all, we got to make our daughter think that
We're busy.
we're busy, crazy
Busy. And
Oh, I spent many hours editing tape or editing videos. I was trying to get videos done ahead of time so that
you're not behind?
I'm not behind like I was
This week.
I didn't get my Thursday video out till Friday, so yeah, my quilt lesson was behind, and but I'm gonna take it along. I've got next week's lesson done up. I just have to get it fine-tuned and ready to go, and then when we're on our travels, I'll take everything along again and do the last lesson on the road in
There
the
you
RV.
go.
You can quilt in an RV. You can.
You have to? No.
Yeah. He gets to rest and relax with Czar
Oh yeah, yippee yahoo.
all day long.
And I think this time we will not forget stuff. Or at least one thing.
What's that?
The laptop.
Oh. Yeah, we forgot that last time. As we're going down
It's
the
a
road.
6-string flat top, okay, people? Otherwise known as a guitar.
Yeah. And then he can practice all day while Brutus and I are learning.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Ouch.
Oh well.
I
Maybe I'll get some video of the quilt shop
if
if Jill will allow it. We'll have to get permission.
Allowed, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to get permission,
mhm.
and maybe I can do a tour of a quilt shop. That'll be interesting.
There you go.
I haven't been to her place, her quilt shop.
Yep,
It'll
this
be
will
a
be
first.
a first.
Yeah. she's a fairly new quilt shop owner, so it should be quite interesting. I've seen some of her stuff on Instagram and Facebook. Some of her postings, she does long arming in there too. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll have to have you walk around with the camera.
I'm good.
Interview quilters.
Yeah. No, I have limitations, and I know where they are, and that is outside of my pay grade. Yes, we'll work with that one.
He says that, but you know, when I had the shop downtown, he would be at the store and he'd hear the ladies talking, and they'd be discussing something, and he'd say, no, that's not what that is called. This is. He's listening more than he thinks he has. He knows more than he thinks he does.
Maybe I know more than I want to.
Yeah. Osmosis. Well, I used to quilt in the truck. I mean,
Yes, you did, and discuss your quilts and stuff as I'm stuck in one place. There's nothing like being a captive audience when
Yep.
you're stuck behind a
Yep.
steering wheel, in your rocking chair, looking out your picture window, watching the highway go past. You are a captive audience. You have no choice but to listen to your wife.
discuss quilting.
We'll work with that word because there's not enough room here. She's too close.
I love you.
I love you too. It's a good thing she does love me too.
Oh, talking about love, because you always put love and food together.
Well, if you didn't love me, you wouldn't feed me.
I had to try a new recipe for some reason this year. Everybody's talking about beatniks. Well, I always thought
That's an old name for a hippie back
Yeah.
in like the 50s.
that's what I always thought it was. But they're saying beatniks are so good, and you make them out of beet leaves and da 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 da. And I guess it's a Ukrainian dish. Well, we're eating gluten-free as much as possible, because for health reasons. And so anyway, a friend of my daughter's, her daughter was making gluten-free beatniks. So I send me the recipe. What is this about? So she said, it is so good. She said, it's a Ukrainian dish. And I guess her husband's family makes it, and she just absolutely loves it. Okay, so I get the recipe, and it's actually a yeast roll or bun dough that you mix up, and you let it rise, and you wrap beet leaves around this. You make little rolls, and you wrap the beet leaves around, let that rise, and then you cook it, bake it in the oven, just like you would buns. But then you make this awesome gravy. Now, I have Mennonite background, and my grandma on my dad's side was an awesome cook. She would make dishes that I've never ever tasted since she's passed. And I don't know how come she never made this gravy. Because this gravy could be used for, I can think of a lot of things it's going to get used for. It's good cold too. I had to try one beatnik thing this morning with just the cold gravy, and it is so good. It's a cream gravy, and there's onions and garlic sauteed. You add some flour, and you can just put regular milk, or you can put a cream in. If you have a thick cream, then you don't need the flour. And then you throw in a handful of dill and add salt and pepper to taste. Fresh dill. Oh man, is it good.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
For an Englishman.
Well, that's debatable too.
He's a good Canadian.
Very Canadian.
He's confused.
Very confused.
We'll just call him Métis because it's
Yes, but a confused Métis too.
yeah.
And she likes that. Confused.
Confused. But anyway, this dish, well, when I made it, I had to take it over to my friend who, when we had retreats, she would do all of the cooking
That's
for me.
quilting retreats.
Yeah, quilting retreat. She did all the cooking, and she'd spend all year tweaking recipes for the retreat. And different ones wanted to hire her for cooking at different things, and she said no. She wouldn't do that, but she would for our retreat. And yeah, she fell in love with it too. She said, "Oh man, is that gravy good?" I can see this gravy getting used in many different places now.
Re-resurrected, or resurrected, or
No, just it's been out there. I just didn't know about it.
I thought you knew everything.
No, 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 no. There's been a couple of good recipes I've come across this last while.
The internet is a wonderful, wonderful tool.
It is, yes. You have access to so many different things. But yeah, we found a really good dressing for collard greens, and I'm going to make that this afternoon because I have some collard greens to make into a salad.
There you go.
And you put it on the salad hot, and it kind of softens up the collard green leaves. And it's a really good recipe.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
It is good.
So, but anyway, all these fun things. Anyway, I think we've been yakking on or blab-libbing for long enough.
You think so?
I don't know.
It's only been, what is that, 23 minutes and 30
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah, I think we've been long enough. I may
Oh.
have to cut some of this out.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
I
There's
know.
nothing else to blab-lib about?
I don't know. Have you got anything you want to blab-lib about?
Not really.
We found mud flap holder downers, shiny ones.
Mud flap waits
You see, holder downers.
years and years and years, and she's still, what can I say?
That's his department. See, he knows more about quilting than I know about holder downers.
Okay.
Anyway, you have a good day, good week. Subscribe.
Hit the like or dislike, because we understand that we may not be everybody's flavor.
And
Leave a comment.
leave a comment or two. Subscribe and thumbs up, thumbs down,
Yeah.
comments. They all help. And
And what?
I don't know.
I don't either. I'm lost. More confused.
I'm right with you.
I pretty much live in that state, though.
Anyway,
Y'all have a good week.
keep it real.
Yes, keep
Stay
it real.
Stay real.
Yep.
Let's see if this is going to work.